Thanks for tuning in and welcome to my channel. My name is Shay. I'm your local numerologist. On this channel, we focus on angel numbers or spirit numbers, as well as other breakdowns in your numerological chart. Numerology with a spiritual twist. The purpose is always to become a better person, grow spiritually, and navigate life better with your friends, family, and loved ones. All of this with your destiny in mind. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And if you're on my channel, it's because you were meant to see the message. So watch the video, take what resonates, and leave what doesn't. 2024 predictions and expectations. Let's be clear, this is an overview for the year. Life Path readings will be done quarterly, and there will be a quarterly video posted as well. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications. 2024 is going to blow your mind, not only because you're amazing and you get more amazing every year, but also because you really get to identify your weaknesses and turn them into your strengths. Be bold, be brave, go after what you want this year, and love the people around you fiercely. You are setting the tone for the rest of your life. There are several things we are going to discuss in this video. 1. What is an 8-year and what does that mean to you? 2. 3 boundaries that you should work on establishing and implementing. 3. 3 activities that you should open your eyes to. And 4. 4 opportunities that you should take advantage of this year. We're headed into the 8th year of the 9-year cycle. 8 represents accomplishments. There is something that you have been working on and perfecting, and this year it will be your time to put it into practice. It reminds me of the 8 of Pentacles. Take a look at your past and what you have overcome, the trials, tribulations, gains, and losses of relationships, and analyze where you went wrong and how you can improve your life. Celebrate what went well and what brought you joy, and find a way to reconnect to those energies. Karma accumulation. 2017 was the first year of this current cycle. Review the years between then and now and determine what's the most important lessons and build on them. What moments made you the happiest? Build on those. We've all been through so much over the past several years. Come to terms with the tears and the joys of these times. This year, you will spend a lot of time learning expression and learning to have a better understanding of who you truly are and what you truly want. In order to create that environment where you can thrive the way you need to create and implement boundaries. Here are 3 boundaries you should set and implement this year. 1. Boundaries with family and loved ones. We allow so many things to slide with our loved ones, whether it's them talking to us crazy, asking us for crazy things, or turning others against us at the slightest hint of disagreement. For some of you, it's not even that. For some of you, it's them being unsupportive, not being happy for your achievements, making smart comments under their breath, or being just plain old passive aggressive. We give passes to people we love because we love them. Other times, we get used to the ill treatment and it becomes normal for us, so the aggressions are harder to recognize. I've linked an article below that helps you identify toxic aggressive behavior. It's called Aggressive Behavior, Understanding Aggression and How to Treat It. It differentiates between aggression and violence. It describes impulsive aggression as being based on the emotion of the moment, as opposed to instrumental aggression, which is calculated. It also goes into detail about recognizing the signs of aggression as well. 2. Emotional boundaries. Build boundaries regarding your emotions. You are responsible for how you feel. Learn to recognize what makes you happy, angry, sad, what brings you joy. Start paying attention to the little things in your attitude. Thoughts play a huge role in how we feel. Be sure to address your negative thoughts with rational ones. You are responsible for your emotions. There are very few things in life that we have control over. How we handle our emotions is one of them. Notice I said how we handle our emotions. Emotions are an automatic response from our body, which brings our attention to triggers. Don't ignore them. Learn how to manage them. Discover where your triggers stems from. This is unhealed trauma. We can't heal all of it at once, but when it's represented, it's because it's time to work on healing. It can be difficult, but triggers can serve as a guide to our healing process. When we learn about ways that we were mistreated, it's important that we recognize it and don't focus on blaming another party. Sure, wrong is wrong, and they shouldn't have done what they did, but blaming them and waiting for their karma to come will only make healing more difficult. Their actions are based on who they are. Who you are is based on your own actions. Your healing process takes precedent. Sometimes we need to heal from others' actions, and sometimes we need to heal from our own. And it's always a good time to begin healing. In the article, How to Identify and Manage Emotional Triggers, you'll learn that triggers can cause intense emotional reactions and anxiety. In the moment, take deep breaths and remove yourself from the situation if possible. Article is linked below. This is one way to establish boundaries for your emotional well-being. When you express to someone you care about that they triggered you, you have a past and their behavior brought it up, they should show some type of remorse. Not because they did it intentionally, but because their actions resulted in your emotional pain, and we just don't prefer to cause pain to those that we love. Although it's your job to take care and heal from your triggers, someone who truly cares about your experience on this earth will make sure they show empathy and change regarding the trigger. We can't change overnight, but you should notice a genuine effort. If a person cannot be there for you, you need to reassess the relationship. 3. Professional boundaries. Everyone has a price. We've all heard that saying. Make sure your price is worth it. I can speak all day about professional boundaries, but the ones you should focus on is work-life balance and maintaining the boundaries that are necessary in all human relationships. A boss may ask you to work late or ask inappropriate questions. You may deal with passive aggressiveness or someone taking credit for your work or blaming you for things you haven't done. Stand up for yourself. Don't allow little aggressions to slide. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to be mean. Learn how to stand up for yourself by speaking clearly. Communicate why you have an issue with it and how to rectify the situation for the future. Sometimes you should take a step back and think about what you want to say and how you should say it. In this article, How to Stand Up for Yourself at Work, there are 8 ways listed. Speak up for yourself, pick your battles, set boundaries, speak with conviction, limit your apologies, build up your confidence, be transparent about your capabilities and limitations, and don't feel pressure to answer or react right away. Read more on these. Again, all articles are linked below. There are thousands of situations that I could think of. Whatever yours is, don't allow people to take advantage of you. Remember, the karma for allowing negative things are the negative things themselves. The nuance of karma. If you allow someone to take advantage of you, your karma is being taken advantage of. Keep that in mind as you go through life. This year, set appropriate boundaries with family and loved ones. Respect your triggers and emotional boundaries. Establish a work life balance by standing up for yourself at work. If you don't like being taken advantage of, don't allow it. Along with setting and implementing boundaries, here are 3 behaviors you should open your eyes to. 1. Negative self talk. I'm never going to tell you to be positive all the time. Shit happens, I know. But instead of negativity, offer yourself constructive criticism. Negative self talk can destroy you from the inside out. It makes you your own worst critic. It also makes it harder to process emotion and determine how you feel. One rule of thumb is if it would be mean to say to others, don't say it to yourself. Be nice, be gentle with yourself. Don't pacify bad behavior, but learn from it. If you do something wrong, acknowledge it. Get an understanding as to why it turned out that way and move forward with that knowledge. There is no success without failure. Learning how to fail and move forward is a lesson in success itself. Which brings me to positive affirmations and some that work for you. Say it until you believe it. Say it until the universe believes it. Use positive affirmations to get ahead in life. You must act on them as well. Say and act. When you see yourself in a negative space and you're down on yourself, that's when you speak life into you. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Use these times to develop positive affirmations that combat negative self talk. I've been through a lot, so I understand difficult mental times. My strategy for those times is to rationalize my thoughts, come to terms with the reality, and remove myself from my emotions so I can get a logical look at the issue. Have compassion and know that I'm okay. Even if it is or was my fault for the mistake, I am allowed to make mistakes. I am allowed to mess up. It doesn't define me. In the article, A Therapist's Top 7 Strategies to Stop Negative Self Talk, Deering goes over what negative self talk is, how the habit is developed, and why we do it. But it reviews a few strategies to combat the habit of speaking negatively to yourself. 1. Use positive or neutral self talk. 2. Try self compassion. 3. Speak back to your critics with kindness. 4. Practice mindfulness. And 5. Implement a beneficial self-care routine. 2. Have those difficult conversations. Implementing boundaries will force you to have difficult conversations. Don't run from them. You deserve happiness and the things that make your soul thrive. Standing up for yourself can be bittersweet. You get the satisfaction of being treated how you want, but you have to deal with losing people who don't fall within your standard. Trust me, you've been putting these conversations off long enough. It's time for you to give an honest voice to who you are, what you need, and what you want. If someone oversteps your boundaries, correct it. You have to respect your own boundaries. Remember, you set the standard. This article is linked below and addresses how to prepare for a difficult conversation, why it's important, and how to go in with a plan so you get what you need from it. 3. Suppressing memories. I'm not referring to repressed memories, although if they come up, address them. I'm talking about the ones that you have to keep pushing to the back of your mind every time it comes up. Some of these memories you learn to block because they hurt so much. Maybe it was something that you couldn't control. Maybe you're still dealing with it. But that's the thing. You have to deal with it. There may be a valid warning or lesson buried in that memory. There may be trauma that needs to be healed as well. These may come around in attachment to triggers, but they may come at the worst times, like when you need to sleep at night. Address it and put it behind you. Many things have changed since the creation of that memory. Open your eyes to negative self-talk. Fully engage in difficult conversations and address the negative memories that repeatedly pop into your head. All of these things will prepare you for opportunities you should take advantage of this year. 1. Your spiritual upgrades. Every year there are milestones that we reach. Set intentions this year for your spiritual journey. You'll be pulled toward certain deities or practices that seem to fit. Spirit is preparing you for what's to come. It's your job to take advantage. It's your job to get ready. The more you follow your intuition, the stronger it will become. The more you listen to your guides, the louder they will become. Your inner voice needs to get out, and it's a magical voice. Listen and respect it. Learn what your spirituality is outside of following a book or following teachings of other people. Decide for yourself. You can get an idea of deities and practices. Ultimately, though, you need to do what fits you. I'm not a fan of religion because it imposes the same rules for everyone. Rules that are impossible to follow. Realistically, our lives are too different for all of us to be doing the same things. It makes you feel unworthy and lucky to even have love, and worst of all, it instills fear in you for not believing. Some of you have been considering walking away from your religion. You are free to believe whatever you want, including in Jesus, the Orishas, and Buddha, all at the same time. I have gotten this message many times in my spiritual growth, and it's one that I will continue to spread. Stop trying to define God. That's the message. Stop allowing people to tell you what to believe. If God is truly in you, the answers are inside, and you should reach there more for guidance. If you are already indoctrinated into a religion, you were introduced to key figures and deities in spirituality that may benefit you or you can learn and grow from. This takes work. This takes studying. Take in what resonates for you. If it doesn't feel right, fear aside. Move along and don't honor those things. Respect deities, honor them, and celebrate them, but don't idolize them. Be open-minded to learn and retain the things that work for you. 2. Take a chance on yourself. Invest in you. Dreams don't just come true. You have to force them. Invest in yourself. I'm not telling you to take your life savings and invest it into your business, although that may be the message for some of you. I know for sure you need to take small steps toward achieving the goals meant for your soul. Work on it a little bit more every day. Invest your time and energy into your life's purpose. If you're not sure what that is, follow your heart. What do you love to do? Invest in that. Acknowledge your dreams and begin working on a plan to get your dream position. Be open to change, but you have to start somewhere. Don't sell yourself short. 5 years is 5 years. Start the process now so that 5 years from now, you'll be closer to being where you want to be. The time is going to pass anyway. 3. Take the opportunity to improve yourself. Improve who you are. Learning never stops. Take time to look at something that you don't like about yourself or something that seems to bug other people about you and make changes for the better. Grow your moral and ethical positions. Become a better person. Be nice. Be kind. Donate money. Donate time. Help someone out. Don't overextend, but learn to give back no matter what circumstances you have in life. This isn't an idea that you're not already a good person, but nothing and no one is perfect, so look for ways to provide a better world for the people around you. I like to say that I'm saving the world one person at a time, and you have to save the world too. There's only so much that I can do. I need everyone's help. You want the world to be a better place? Participate in the betterment of it. 4. Be vulnerable. Now you may be wondering, how is vulnerability an opportunity? but it opens you up for new gifts and new connections. Think about your emotions like a wire. Your emotions and spirituality share that line. You have to be able to feel in order to connect fully with your spirituality. If you continuously avoid your emotions, it will separate you further from your guides. Lean into your emotions, explore your feelings, open your eyes to different points of view, strip fallacies from your life, and open yourself up to the truth. Think about it this way: when someone you love dearly passes away, your mind is so clouded with emotion, it makes it difficult to take care of everything. You're consumed with grief. This is an extreme example, but the point is that emotions can make the world a cloudy place. Address them, respect them. You will have huge revelations if you allow yourself to deep dive into your emotions and your feelings. The more you do this, the more control you'll have over your life. Something needs to be rebuilt, and your eyes need to be open to it. Don't lose track of personal goals. Continue to grow spiritually. Invest in yourself. Show the universe that you believe in you. Become a better person and open up to the people that you care about. You need to establish and implement healthy boundaries. Be more aware of how you treat yourself and take advantage of the positive opportunities that will be available in 2024.